You know why? Because he doesn't do anything else other than Oompa Loompas.
Deep Roy was in Big Fish too. Do you remember that movie, Big
Sounds
Fish?
Terrible.
Oh, he was a circus guy.
Wow, lots of hardest working guy I've ever seen.
It's a great movie. Big Fish. Big Fish.
Big Fish is that James Cameron? No, not James Cameron. It's a famous guy.
Cameron Crowe? Cameron Crowe, I think, did that. Is it? No?
Cameron Crowe did Famous, right?
Well, maybe it is.
Just check your phones, you fucking old fucks.
I don't have it. Mine's dead.
Everything's dead in your hands.
My cock doesn't work.
My penis. I fucked up my knee, and then there's
Tim
Burton. I fucked up my knee, and then I was thinking, like, what would I rather, fuck up my knee or my boner? And after like 4 days of intense knee pain, I still went, I'd rather fuck up my knee than my penis.
Yeah, honestly, this happened to me this week. I went to the doctor, I told you, and I said how they follow up on my urinary problems because I have this like wicked prostate because I keep making testosterone.
Yeah.
And I'm a real man. And then, but because of that, I can't pee. Mm-hmm. So then they gave me these pills that made me pee, but then they made me so I couldn't get a boner.
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, well, that's no good. I'd like my boners back. So then they switched it. They said, hey, we'll give you some of this daily dose of Cialis, which they think is, I'm using recreational, so they won't cover it. But anyways, that's beside the point. Mm-hmm. But they, so now I get this daily dose of Cialis. Boners are back, better than ever. It's great. And then, yeah, just have a little, a microdose, I guess it's called. You want to have some in your system at all times in case you ever need it.
So it just triggers, like, your boner gets, like, reacts to a trigger. Sorry, that's a better way of phrasing it. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You still need to have something to stimulate you, in order for it to work.
I like gun analogies.
Is that how Viagra works too? Do you take it and just get a boner?
I think the Viagra is just like you get the boner, right?
Yeah, see, that's not what I want. I want some. I still want something to give.
There were stories of like in Europe where guys would get kidnapped. They would feed them Viagra and then like make them have gay sex and then videotape and go, see, you're gay, you're hard. And not knowing it's actually Viagra. So there's a lot of blackmailing going on because of Viagra. It's like
did you hear that?
It's a pandemic going on.
Did you hear that story for reals, or are you just making it up?
I just made it up.
We should play two. Yeah, because I was saying that sounds really made up.
Like, that's how you can make, like, someone look like they were enjoying it. You pump them full of Viagra, and then...
I don't think you do get... Do you know, is that true? You'd have to still
Well, how's Viagra work? You've been around...
I think you're right, though. In theory, I think Viagra has a direct physiological
without stimulation.
on your blood pressure or something.
Yeah. Oh.
Whereas, I guess, Cialis is a subtle brain.
No, what it is it's a dilator. So it just opens up blood flow to everything. So
you're feeling extra good just in general.
Well,
so
they just said,
blood.
I guess so.
Yeah. So you're just feeling good.
You said you could become lightheaded or have low blood pressures, that sort of thing. But I have high blood pressure, so that's no big deal. It can stand to be lower. And then I get dizzy. It's fun. That's like the closest I get.
I hate getting dizzy,
You hate it?
Yeah.
I like it. You ever see like a little kid and then they'll just spin around in circles and then they enjoy it? That kid's going to be an alcoholic.
I don't get spins,
They just like it too much.
If I was like hungover, I would never drink as much as I drink. I'm never hungover, and I never get spins. Like maybe 4 times I've been hungover, and it was the worst experience of my life.
I've never seen you
I purposely
drunk.
stopped drinking for like a couple of weeks and months after that.
What?
Yeah, the last one I almost died. The last time I got super drunk.
Yeah,
how long? I was like puking. I was like, this was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Steve Jurdad saved me.
Really?
Like I was fucked up bad. Like puking. I couldn't feel my fingers for like 3 days. It's just something personal happened. And I was like, just fucking started drinking. And then I was just like drinking and like, super emotional.
That's not the answer, man.
I know it's not the answer. I mean, like, and then I got like so sick. And then I remember coming home and Lauren was like calling me and she's like, where the fuck are you? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. And I never not go home every time I go out. And I get home and I get in the door and I puke. And then she's laughing at me. And then Logan's like, what the hell, Mom? That's not nice. He's puking. He's puking because he did it to himself. It's like, just because he did it to himself, it's not his fault. Or whatever. He said something like that. And then she's just like, whatever. I don't care. Your father's drunk. And I'm just like, it's okay, Logan. Like, just, I was so sick. I was for sure sick. Like, blood poisoning for sure. Couldn't feel like it took like 6 months. My thumb didn't have feelings in them.
Really?
Yeah, I just had no feeling in my thumb, and never went to the doctor. I'm just like, nah, I'm not going to the doctor. But that first couple of days, I couldn't feel my hands that much. Like my hands were so numb.
How bad was it?
Like bad. Like it was like
maybe you pinched a nerve in your neck from puking or something, and then
maybe that could. Oh, with the hands thing,
yeah,
because I do get that anyways. My shoulders are so big.
Yeah,
like medically, they're like big. So.
Oh yeah, are they? Do your doctor measure them and say you're medically jacked, Mr. Botelho?
I went to go for my knee, and then I was like, he was saying something about my quads. I'm like, they're so big, they're so big. And then I left, and he never mentioned anything about cholesterol or diabetes. So I'm like, I must be good. He just looked at me.
Squeeze your quads?
Yeah, he squeezed my quads. He's like, well, this is the problem with your knee. And then I was waiting for him to say, well, maybe we should get blood work for all the other problems. But he didn't say that, which means there are no other problems. Because he looked at me in the eye, and he goes, and then I was fine, man. Normally, doctors, if they, well, they're sworn, right? If they see someone, like they see him, they go, ugh. Let's get a bunch of work done, right? And then they see me and they just go, specimen, I think was the word that came out of his mouth. He goes, specimen? I mean, Joe Botelho. Oh, yeah. He's called me specimen for a long time. Yeah, like, listen, this isn't in your books. Your books ain't going to have a specimen like this.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Neanderthal.
Yeah, we haven't seen that. Doctor, isn't it called the missing link?
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, that we call this the missing link.
Come in here.
And then they started measuring everything, and they're like, we don't have tapes in medical school that big for his neck. 22-inch neck, bro.
Is that what you have?
22-inch. I had to go to Big and Tall. Did I tell you this?
For your 22-inch neck?
So I had to go I got suited up. I saw
that.
And I went to White Runners. They're Pumas, which was still like, they're not.
I thought you looked sharp, dude.
Thank you. A lot of people, I don't have to get confirmation or affirmation. I know I look amazing, but thank you.
Yeah.
I would have appreciated more on social media. If you put it on social media, I would have liked it.
I thought it was true.
Thank you.
I'm not going to share anything with your picture.
All right. So.
I do one picture of you a year. It's the one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, the one I use all the time. Yeah. In your pool. Oh, yeah.
No, I went, the Captain America costume. Yeah, I just showed the close-up of his penis head in the Captain America.
Pee-pee. Whenever it comes on Facebook Memories.
I think for your birthday.
No, I think that was October.
October, Halloween,
I do. So anyway, I go to get clothes in like a regular tuxedo or suit place, and they're like, the guy's like, there's a lot we don't have for you. Yeah. He goes, you're big. And I go, not tall, right? He goes, just big. And then
So you had to go to a Big and Tall store?
No, just for my shirt. I couldn't find a shirt. I got like a custom suit. I got a suit, but it was tailored at a regular suit store, which was really nice. And then by the shirt, I had to go to the Big and Tall, and that place is cool as fuck. But she measured my neck. The lady was all over me, dude. She's like just all over me. I know they kind of have to be, but I was like, I loved everything she was doing to me, like everything. She tied my tie, was this close to me, and I was like, you do this a lot, right? She goes, yeah. I'm like, well, how do you deal with bad breath? She goes, oh, I just don't inhale. And it was like, I wanted to kiss her so fucking bad. Hey, Lauren, how's it going? I wanted to kiss her so bad, you know what I mean? Like, she was that close. I was like, you're so nice to me.
Tell me if this is a normal thing, Val. This is when I was, like, in my 20s, right? I went to the mall to buy my wife a bra, right, for Christmas, normal. Right? Or she said she wanted a bra or whatever. And so I went to, like, one of the, like, the panty shops, like La Senza or something like that. Don't say panties?
Yeah, knickers.
Oh, yeah. Drawers. I read the place where you buy drawers. And anyways, the lady goes, how big is what size is your wife? And then I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's like a 32. And then she goes, what cup size? And I'm like, I don't know, like a B or a C, I think I said at the time. And then she's like, well, how would you, like, she's trying to get me to describe how big the girl's boob, like how big Jane's boobs are. And then she goes, at one point, she takes her shirt and she goes like this, like she pulls the shirt to show how big her boob is. And she says, well, I'm a C. How does it compare to this? That's what she said. She did, the girl. And I was like I thought that was really hot, And then but then every time I told people that story, they're like, I don't think girls do that. Like, I don't think, huh?
Yeah, they do. They totally do stuff like that for us.
They know that
they
that's
do.
good because you just don't know what to do. You know,
You attack, bro.
No, it's weird. I might say, well, I'm a C. I might say that.
Yeah, I think this girl
I don't know that I'd be going.
like pull. Yeah, that.
I don't know that I'd do that.
See, that wasn't to turn us on.
B.
That was for comedy.
B.
But B. No, she's
See, dang
she's
it.
a
See,
C
I'm
all
not
day.
good out of it.
Leaning to a D.
Yeah, she's
36?
big ones, man.
34.
Yeah,
C.
Or D.
Solid. That's a solid tit. That's a solid tit size.
But I also
I had no idea.
She
you were
hides
so
it. Yeah,
chesty.
she hides it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I did
Oh,
the.
God, you should wear more
That's why I
bikinis
wired
on
her
my
up. That's why
podcast.
on the movie I always wired her. I was like, I'll wire her up, and then I would wire her up, like put tape on her boob to hold the wires.
Is that what you did me too?
Yeah, I was like, I'll wire you up.
Yeah, you were kept having to adjust
Okay,
the wire
but
with your mouth.
But not what you just did, but when you like someone, you do things on purpose to get them to like you. Like, you'll start touching them. Yes. Okay. Because you're not normally touching if you don't like someone.
How about when you fix your hair, like when there's a handsome
In
guy,
conversation, yeah.
and you just, is that a conscious thing or a subconscious thing that women do? Like they'll start kind of preening themselves,
like
and it's not even when they're talking to you. It's like if they notice, you'll notice like a good-looking guy will walk in the room, and like when women notice him, they'll like start like
when AJ
making
walks
sure
in,
their their clothes are nice and their hair is good and stuff. And I don't even think it's conscious. I think it's just something
subconscious.
that they.
Yeah, I would immediately want to go to the bathroom and check myself.
If there's a handsome guy come in,
Like, because you get wet that fast?
No, but for some reason there's just a part of me that
Oh.
I look okay.
And smell okay.
Yeah, smell okay.
can you imagine being that good looking that where you
I'm around it a lot.
where
yeah.
people would want to like look good for you just because you look so good?
Yeah, there's guys like that. I mean, people do that. Like, I find they
I
don't.
wouldn't care a bit.
I think they do that in front of me a lot. I think they like sort of act more heroic around me.
Maybe.
Like when I meet a man, they just like they size me up and they go. They have a story or two that to prove how heroic they are. They shake my hand. And they go, "Baled a couple tons of hay this morning." And I go, "That's good, man. That's good."
Do you think when you see a bunch of real men,
Yeah,
do you think like I'm amongst that
yeah.
community?
I size up. Don't you size up every man that you see?
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, we all do it. I always go, can I fuck this guy up? Or is there something in this room that could help me fuck that guy up?
To be honest, I have a bias that's probably going to get me killed one day.
Mm.
That I think I'm stronger than everybody
Yeah.
that comes from the city. Like
Yeah,
everyone.
you're not wrong, though. A lot
It
of
just
city
seems
people
like they don't have country strength.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't. My boss is a country boy, and he's country strong. Like,
Yeah.
There's a thing called country strong. We say out here.
It is. I
It's
think
country stuff, country strong. And he's got that country strength. Kind of strength you only get from years of, like, dude,
hard
chores.
labor from a
Yeah.
baby. You have to do
Yeah.
labor.
Like, as a
from-
baby, like, you have
labor.
to milk your own mom's tits for milk as a country baby.
You got to sell a
Con-
liter,
city
drink a
baby,
liter. Sell a
city
liter, drink a
baby,
liter.
city baby gets a tit placed in the mouth. Country baby has to, while mama's out collecting beans, milk it himself. Just latch on.
Well, she
and
leaves her
milk.
boob at home.
Yeah,
And then she goes to collect
yeah, yeah.
beans.
No, he has to crawl. That's how you learn how to.
Oh, while
That's
she's
how us country
picking
folk
beans?
learn how to crawl. Yeah, he's like, hey, he crawls as she's like going way by the water, and she's singing that as she's like picking stuff, right? Nah, you know what I mean. Whatever, corn.
Wade.
And way by the water.
Wade in the water.
Whatever. I was never.
Word
I
in
was
the
never a
water,
slave. I don't know the
children.
song.
I was a child slave for real.
And
Not even
you'd
kidding.
see a baby crawl. Country baby just crawls different. Country baby crawls for life. Cause city baby crawl for fun. When you see a country baby crawl, there's a purpose to the crawl. There's a purpose. Your city folk, when your baby crawl, that's for fun. When a country baby crawls, because
We're not gonna have
there's
sand
a
leaves.
predator, there's a dog loose in the house, and mama's too busy pitching hay in the back. I gotta find my mama. You see in the gate of the crawl, you see how it's different.
It's true. You're not that wrong.
I'm not wrong,
No.
because country folk are rarely wrong about country stuff.
Well, I'm just telling you, we're stronger than you are.
Yeah, I'm a country.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
I'm half country, half.
I'm a country.
I'm a country.
I'm a
man.
country.
I like
What country
Blake
are you
Shelton.
from? Is that
Yeah.
do we sound like Do we sound?
You sound slower, yeah. So you think you're always stronger than everyone from the city? I always know I'm smarter than someone from the city. I walk both worlds. I'm like Blade when it comes to like
you
city.
Think you're smarter than the people from the country?
Yeah, unless they're like actually smarter than me, like if they're like a doctor. But even then, I'm like,
I seem dumber than I am.
You're not far off from what you seem though.
No,
you took like 85 minutes to fix
it's the battery is.
Well, you know how you fix that in the city? You get a new one.
I know it's all.
Here you're like, I hope God fixes this real soon because this
God
podcast.
did fix it, didn't he?
No, he did not, sir. Because God doesn't work like that, and you would know if you were a true city country folk.
You gotta figure out where you're from.
I can't figure out where because I'm a walker of two worlds, like Blade. They call me Country Blade.
Was Blade?
Blade was a vampire and a daywalker. I'm a country.
How can a vampire go in the daytime? Isn't he?
Because he was born of a woman.
Because he got dark.
So his the origin of Blade is this. How do you not know?
I've never watched Blade.
You never watched Blade?
No. Sorry.
Blade's mom's attacked by a vampire. She starts turning, but she got attacked while she was in labor. So Blade got vampire blood in him, but he was already like developed as a fucking baby. So the blood was going through, vampire blood got into him one last time.
Somehow it ended up creating this. He's a vampire and a human?
Yeah, he's a vampire. He has all the strengths of a vampire and none of its weaknesses. And I know you're not supposed to call a vampire an it because they're people like everyone else, but they're not. They're its.
Yeah,
okay? I'm not for vampire rights.
So that's how he can be in the daytime. So can he see his reflection?
Yeah. So what did I just say? If you weren't listening,
country
boy, listen up.
Kill him. Garlic doesn't kill him. The silver bullet, the stake in the heart.
You're starting to figure it out, country boy. Listen, all of the strengths.
Yeah, all of the strengths.
None of the weaknesses of the vampire.
What is the strength of a vampire then?
Literal physical strength.
Oh, okay, and then they can turn into a
speed.
bat?
No, it's made up bullshit.
They can't turn into bats?
No, man, that's not real.
Well, that's not what I always heard.
What? Yeah, that's made up.
Not the whole thing?
No, not the whole thing.
I have to get this straight though. Is it a weakness that they have to drink blood all the time?
No, that's not a weakness.
That's a strength?
That's a strength, man.
They can't eat regular
No, that's a
food.
weakness. I think it's a weakness. Yeah, it doesn't taste like metal to you? Yeah. I like a taste of metal.
Pennies.
I taste. What do you like? What do you like? Rap music? You don't like metal? I like the taste of metal in my mouth. Do they? You're eating the wrong buttholes. My butthole tastes like Korean barbecue. I had Korean barbecue. Yo, I got fucked up. This is another very man thing where it's like, they're like, do you want? How do you want your Korean barbecue sandwich? And then I'm like, I want it. I go, what do you mean? She's like, do you want spicy or not spicy? And I go, spicy. Because I'm a man, I go, I can handle spicy. Yeah. And then I sit down on a bucket when I'm at work. I take a couple bites. I go, woo, woo, in front of like 4 other men. I'm like, woo, just like so hot. And they're like, well, you can't handle heat? Oh, let me tell you, I can handle heat. And everyone goes around saying how they can handle heat because I'm sweating because it was so hot. And I was like, I've never ate here before. I didn't know it was that hot.
And all those guys are calling you a pussy?
Yeah, they're right away. They're like, you think you can handle nothing. And I'm like, take a bite.
I don't understand that as like, why does that make you like more manly to handle spice?
Tolerating pain, man.
Oh, is it what it is?
Yeah, it's about tolerance.
Have you done the hot 5?
No, no, man. I don't get booked at Levity, bro.
No, but I feel like I could do it.
Did you email?
I'm doing it on next Thursday.
Oh, you got on? You got through?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to eat those 5 chicken wings and tell 5 old dick jokes.
Yeah, my problem was that you had to do 5 minutes of material, and I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do that. No, I just didn't want it. I never applied for it. I don't like those little tricks of shows, like when the gimmick shows. I'm not really a big fan.
I kind of like it because
everyone goes too.
Yeah, but it also like from a performance standpoint, it takes you out of your comfort zone, and then it throws a curve into it, and then I think it's something to play off of. It's just another foil to play off of, and it makes sure if you're telling old jokes you're kind of bored with, then it makes them fun.
I don't have the discipline to challenge myself like that. Like my thing is like, if I'm not enjoying the show I'm going to go do, I'm not going to do the show. And like you're making like you're disciplined, yeah. I don't have any discipline. That's the last thing I put into stand-up is discipline. Like, this is me being real, bro. Like, no country talk.
But I got to tell you, this
no
is...
discipline.
You remember that show you brought me to in Mississauga?
Oh, The Canvas? Yeah. That's a great show. I went back,
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
And then I followed you that night.
And I was... How good was I? Tell her.
Well, I am going to tell her. Joe was good. He did well that night. And then he's coming... And afterwards, he even said, "Pete, you're my good luck charm. Every time I go out with you, I kill." And then, but right when you came off the stage, after you quote unquote killed, you were muttering "fuck, fuck, fuck" to yourself and beating yourself up as you got off the stage.
Was I?
Yeah.
What was I doing that for?
I have no idea, but I got a new respect for you when I saw it happen, because I was like, I did see you do good, and still when you were coming off the stage, you were thinking like stuff you could have said better.
No. I remember exactly. I was like, there was a couple,
or missed opportunities or whatever it was.
Yes.
And I'm like, there. I said, I didn't know you had that in you, because you always seem like you have. No, that's the strength, because if you, I always thought you just were having fun and you didn't care. But you can't get better if you don't care. And
no, I can't.
You do care. Because when I saw you beating yourself up over the missed things, I'm like, oh, there is, like, he is like does care as much as everyone else. It matters, you know.
Especially that, like, when because it was one of those rare times I was able to like control myself during the set, where I was like, okay, this is what you say next, instead of just riding the wave, which I've done so many times, where it's that I was saying fuck because I was like, there's so many other things I was gonna play with that because I got distracted and went back to this other thing instead of playing with that thing. That's why I was saying fuck because I was like,
you missed a few
even
things.
fucking better, But I was still happy with my set. I was happy,
But I know that, but that's the thing. Like even when you're happy, there's still an element of criticism, and that's what I'm like. People that get good at everything kind of are never really content.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think it's that taking pride. Like I still think I'm not disciplined enough, but like I take pride in being funny, and I want to be funnier. So it's like so I am working on becoming funnier.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I still know very well what my weaknesses are on. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just don't like people knowing that I care. I like the image of people going, he's a clown.
Well, you have to be watching closely to pick up on it. But
I'm really
I only noticed it
it
because you were getting off and as I was going on, and I was so I was kind of waiting as you came off, and but like on stage you didn't know, and no one knows. But that's the thing of it all is like you hit it for me from all these years that I didn't know you did that stuff to yourself.
No, I
For some people, you see them like they just like it's like a open book, you know. They come off and they're like,
"No, man, I'm later."
He was famous for beating himself up after every single show.
Yeah, but we all do it.
Never, ever happy.
Yeah, he would go home and get boozed by himself, eh?
Yeah, but you mean like the hiding it though? Like Dave probably hit it very well, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like having that image of me. Like I like being seen as a thing. And no, I don't need someone to see me that way.
No,
you know what I mean?
that's the behind the curtain of like the Wizard of Oz thing. You that's how the sausage is made.
Yeah,
you know? You don't want to. I find that interesting because I'm like working with you, and I like doing the same thing as you, and then that's what I'm doing, and then I'm like, can you do this without doing that? And then when I see that, oh, you're doing it, too, you're just hiding it better.
Yeah, again.
But also, I do think there's a value to it. Like, there is a value to it because it makes you better. If you were to sit there, because those delusional, like people that are delusional, I think there's everything they do is so funny.
They come out like, I'm a pussy hunter. Like they're all psychos. Yeah,
they're not gonna like. If you don't know when you did bad, how are you gonna stop being bad?
Well, that's we know anyone with any sort of realistic view of themselves knows exactly how they did every set. Yeah. There's no like you can't hide what happened in front of your fucking eyes. Like
no, I don't agree. Because sometimes you can have a great set, but you for whatever reason you didn't hear the lines. You just didn't hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
for some reason you didn't hear them and you think you did poorly, or there are some people who receive their reception as way better than it actually was.
Like, I'm very honest with her. Like,
that's
Val sees everything, like, a lot more. I'm just more comfortable, too, like, being sort of open and, like more, like, you know, not weak, but, like, just more, what's it called? Fuck, whatever. I'm just, like, I'm more comfortable you seeing me, like, kind of, like, you know, like, break down and, like, hate myself or, like, I'm more comfortable than, like, Pete seeing me do that or a guy. I'm more comfortable in front of, like, you or, like, another girl because, like, I feel more comfortable being, well, that's a word. I can't even fucking find the word. But, like, being not vulnerable. That's it, yeah. See, I hate that word so much. Yeah. I am far more vulnerable in front of you than I am in front of Peter.
You have a bad set.
Yeah, you know. Like that we just talked about in the car where it was like, I was like, I fucking ate so much shit. You're like, it wasn't as bad as you think it was. It's like, but I'd let you know. I'm like, I was terrible. You're like, no, you got some laughs. But in my head, I saw myself as complete, utter fucking garbage. I did nothing well. Nothing came out the way I wanted it to come out of my mouth, or the reactions were nothing like I intended them to be. So
sometimes it's your own filter too, because you know, like you said, like you don't. I don't. Oftentimes don't hear the laughter. I just don't hear laughter. I was at the German Hall, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, doing that show for David Green, and they had told me they warned him too. A second show, local show that they warned the booker to tell me not to be too vulgar. Because I have a local reputation. Yeah, I don't even understand where it comes from, like why I'm getting it.
You said that, and I'm like, still can't believe that that's a thing that they think you're.
Very funny dick joke, but I don't think that you.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. At one time, I think I tried some jokes that were a little dirtier that didn't work.
And so
local, and it was local.
Yeah.
So I bombed, and that's the thing about doing local shows, man. I don't even. I told the audience that I go, the owner here said for me not to be too vulgar, and the crowd all boos. So I'm like, okay, I'm off the hook then, because they don't want to hear that. And then, but they were rowdy, and they were heckling the whole way through, and the ambulance had to come in and get a guy out partway through the show. He was almost dead, and then the guy comes over and says, "Should we call an ambulance?" to the bartender, and the bartender's like, "Why?" And he just points. There's a guy like looking dead there, and then I go and like try to wake him up. I'm like, "Why am I doing this?" You know, like, and then
you're a hero. In the middle, you say like,
"Well,
hey,
no, I was
tell you jokes."
I hadn't gone up yet. It was another guy on stage. The other guy with cancer.
There's another comic with cancer?
This guy from Niagara.
Oh, Mitch, yeah.
Mitch,
yeah.
So Mitch was on stage, poor bastard.
Did he have cancer? This was recent, then. He just got cancer.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Or something, 3 weeks ago or something. But anyways.
Mitch was at my last show that I wanted to, like, fucking quit.
Lovely. I want to hear about.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, the dead guy. Yeah, they did actually a really good job of not disrupting the show. Most of the audience didn't know that the guy was being taken out because they were kept real quiet about it. And even when they were calling the ambulance and being worried about him, but I grab him, and then he's like dead. And then all of a sudden you hear him just go, like this big snore comes out, and then he opens his eyes, and then you can tell he doesn't know like who you are or where he is and stuff. And he goes, "Did I have a seizure?"
Yeah, a seizure.
And then I go, I don't know. He goes, "I have seizures. I think I probably had a seizure."
I think for sure, bud. That's.
And then so the ambulance was coming.
Even Riley knows she has seizures. Yeah, it's a seizure. Yeah, it's a seizure. I've seen them 1,000 times. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what it was. Anyways, but
but he should know what it is.
The comic,
he
just had a seizure.
Yeah,
he's a little groggy.
I have
just coming out of a seizure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they get.
Yeah, your daughter probably right when she's coming out of it doesn't know. Maybe.
No, I mean like I think she knows like she has them.
Yeah. Anyways, no big deal. The guy, he's fine. He's going out of the with the ambulance. People get checked out, but the audience doesn't know this because they've been real discreet about the whole thing, and. So they're facing, their back is to it, right? But the comedian's staring right at it, right? So he makes a mistake of like telling everybody, like they're bringing a guy out. There's now the audience all wants to watch that instead of his jokes, right? Plus they're Delhi's finest, and they're rowdy and they're drunk and they're heckling everybody. And then when I went up, they sold me as a hometown hero and stuff, and then And then when I said that thing about
Vulgarity.
I'm going to do whatever I want anyways, and then the crowd kind of liked it, and then they were kind of on my side, so they didn't heckle me at all. And then so I came off the stage, and I said to Mitch, I'm like, did I do okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, oh, like no one heckled you, and you got the biggest response so far. And I was like, oh, good, because I couldn't hear. I didn't know at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had no idea. But apparently I did well. But if I would have done bad, I don't know if I would have known either. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I just can't
There's a lot going
tell.
on, too. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Sometimes I just can't tell. That was the point, is that you just don't hear it. And without somebody, I have to watch the tape sometimes. One time I watched a tape of a set I did, and I cried at the end because I was so happy that they enjoyed my jokes that much.
Aww.
Because I was like, I just got emotional. Because I was like, holy crap, all these years of working on it. And then one lady at the end, where I made her hold my camera, and you hear her go, yes. She was like, yes,
nice.
At the end. Like,
it's nice, too, because like, you've never done well. So to have
it on tape.
Yeah, it's so nice. Yeah.
It's like catching lightning in a bottle, man.
Like, I knew eventually I would do well.
You just keep taping everything until that you can get one time where it works good.
I'm super concerned that an establishment cares more about the comedy show than the lives of their like patrons. Like, who gives a fuck about? Listen, I love stand-up, but who gives a fuck about stand-up comedy when someone's dying? Stop the show. Take care of the person dying. Like, that's so weird to like. Shh, it's over. And then the ambulance, the paramedics are like, oh, it's a comedy show.
Yeah, take it easy.
I love stand-up. We'll take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy, man. This comedy.
Sir, who gives a fuck about stand-up?
Well, you know,
someone's life is more important than us telling jokes.
I was telling you, Caesars are pretty quiet.
Some of them are. I mean, that one was a quiet one, but what if he was having like a full-on fucking grand, like, oh, dude, they're like, I've seen every single one under the sun.
Did I tell you what happened to my buddy in here?
He had a seizure here?
No, he didn't have a seizure, but I gave him weed. He doesn't smoke weed very often. And then he all of a sudden just ass over tea kettle, just passes out. We had a show at Swazi.
An instant, passing out? Like
he got green, kind of greened out, and then just fainted.
Oh, wow.
And then we don't know what happened. And my brother kind of caught him as he was falling. And then he's lying on the ground. He's unresponsive.
Country strong, brother.
Mike went to go run and get his wife because she's a nurse. And he's like sprinting and stuff because we think he's like dead or something. And then so I'm like holding him. And I'm like, oh, wake up, wake up. And then he all of a sudden just lets out this huge fart, like gross fart. And I'm like, oh my, this is the evacuating his bowels, you know, before he dies. Like, oh my God, I was really thought. And then his eyes open up, and then I go, he's like, what happened? And then I go, I think you shit your pants, man.
That weed was good.
And then he goes, I go, you fainted, and I think you shit your pants, man. And then he goes, oh no, it was only a fart. That's what he says. Yeah. Like, it was only a fart. And then later on, he admits to me that he was out of it when I said that. Yeah. And he just lied to me, saying it was only a fart. And he went to the bathroom to check. And I go, what'd you find out? And he goes, no more than normal. Oh. What a gross guy. Yeah. Also Portuguese, Joe.
Also Portuguese?
Yeah.
I fainted from smoking weed?
Yeah.
Pussy.
My cousin did it too one time, and he's Dutch. It doesn't matter. Weed's crazy now.
It's that powerful? It's just like,
I guess so. Sometimes it'll get you crazy.
You don't think it's like more than like it's like the whole thing is adding to it, like anxiety of smoking the weed and all that? Do you think the actual weed is what knocked him out?
I don't know. He's just like a father of young children, and he's like got a job, and he doesn't do this regular. And
so
he drove a long day, didn't eat supper, and he drove like 4 hours to be here. It just kind of was a combination of everything.
Yeah, there's no way it's just weed did that to him.
Yeah.
So but you got a lot of people dying on you.
They didn't die, though. They just look like they're dying.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't had a real... I was one time at a restaurant, too, just to pick up some takeout, and the guy in front of me was paying, and then he just ate shit, like just dropped.
Yeah, fainted again,
and then they had to get an ambulance to get him out.
It's funny. I'm the opposite. Do you know how many times I've helped deliver a baby when I'm out?
How many?
Three times. 3 times I've been out somewhere, and I have to help deliver a baby. So I bring life into the world more than
That'd be awesome.
I don't
to be
watch
honest.
Life Checked Out. I'm usually like, I think God.
I believe
has a
that's
plan
never
for me
happened to you,
to be
Joe.
the face of, like, welcome to the universe. This is who greets you, Joe Botelho. And I go, push. And,
I think you have a perfect face for yelling at vaginas. The kid's not gonna remember you.
No,
but
Dad does. The dad
will
remembers,
remember.
yeah.
It was like, that's that weird guy who was yelling at my wife's vagina.
And the wife goes, "Oh yes, he was." Have you ever had a near death? Yeah. I actually just go head first usually. I go, listen, hands are going to do nothing in there because I'm country strong. I might rip stuff apart. Let me put my head in, grease my head, go in, grab the kid by the umbilical cord, and pull him out. That's how I do it. And I grab the umbilical cord, I go, oh, no.
Get the cables.
I go, kid, pay attention. This is how you eat pussy. Oh, no.
You teach him right out of the gate?
And then I go, in the dad's mouth. I go, that's what the cuck is called. Cuck. And then, then I slap the baby.
Butterfly kisses, Joe. Remember?
But I have delivered so much life into this world. I feel like these hands.
He is bullshitting, but but you know that is a fantasy of yours, though.
What
for real, to deliver a baby?
I would love to be
to be in a taxi cab or on a bus, and you'd love to step up and take.
We're on a bus, and it's like
I get it because I share the fantasy.
So awesome.
It
so
would
awesome.
be right.
And like the lady doesn't speak English, so it has to be all emotion because but she senses my spirit because like when women are pregnant, their spirit sort of like dims a little bit because they use their spirit to fill the vessel of a new soul. Yeah. So it's like, she doesn't know what's going on, but the baby is sensing because it's a new soul, senses a no, I go, and she goes, see, usually it's a Mexican. I go,
always,
ay, mucho bueno, and then she goes, no, I go, push, you can do this, and then I find the most common thing with a woman who's in labor is you grab the hair that's always dangling in front of their eyes because they're like, ooh. So you grab it and you pull it behind you and you go, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And you say it like 3 or 4 times and they start to believe you until the next contraction. And then you have to start the process all over again. You grab their hair, you go, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And then when, it is okay, you go, I fucking told you. It's going to be okay.
You could be a doula, man.
Yeah.
You could be a doula.
What's a doula?
A doula is basically like a birthing coach.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I go, this is what you have to get to. This is a goal in life, to be near these. Here you go. Remember that feeling. Tits. Yeah, I'll show you.
You'd make a better wet nurse than a doula.
Yeah, I'd be a better. Yeah. I mean, boobs are so nice. I like butts, but boobs are so nice.
Too bad you couldn't give milk, though.
You can get milk. You
can't give milk.
Me give milk?
Yeah.
No, you don't want none of my milk anyways.
No. Why not?
I don't think it's good for you. Like the milk of a king is like
the milk of a human is got to be better than the milk of a cow, is my opinion.
No, but like a male's milk is not.
No, we don't have any. That's what it is. But I'm saying you seem like you would like to feed people with your food.
I would feed.
Because you like having your nipple. You like nipple play.
Yeah.
And
you
I
have
like
milk,
supple breasts.
Yeah, I do have supple breasts. I would feed a baby if we had to. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would inject. I would inject milk into my breast, and then feed the baby that milk.
When I had newborn kids, I'm not even kidding. Like I was really jealous of my wife because she got to form that bond.
Yeah.
With breastfeeding, I couldn't.
And she got all the like, you're amazing. It's like, what? I didn't do anything.
Kids hated me. The babies hate their dad. They don't like their dad.
Because you fuck their moms.
We don't give them anything to eat. We're not.
Well, you have to pay attention. Didn't you hug them and kiss them and stuff?
I did all that stuff, but they still want their mother and the food.
Because humans are selfish, bro. They're selfish. Kids should know you're the better parent just off the top. Like,
no, yeah.
Like, okay.
I'm not the better parent.
You're the better. Like, would you go to jail for your kids?
Yeah.
Like for anything?
Yeah. I would take the fall.
Interesting. Interesting.
Kids, all right, let's say your kids murder someone accidentally.
Do I want this person murdered? No, it's accident, right?
Yeah, like the boyfriend, like or girlfriend.
Before the cops
Yeah.
arrive, you say, all right, look, here's how it went down.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. Okay? Wipe your fingerprints off
Mm-hmm.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You would take the phone.
Yeah, like OJ. He did that.
Did he? Wait, did his kid kill his mom?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that one of the things?
That was because it had to be the matching DNA. So one of the theories was it was OJ's kid.
Oh my God, that would change everything. I could see
Jealous
that, man.
of his mom moving on with another relationship.
Yeah,
Was the motive.
or his mom not fucking a black dude. How could you go away? Why could you go back to a white? No.
Yeah. He's Jewish, right? Wasn't he? Goldman?
I don't know, man. I was like a kid when this happened.
Jewish white?
Okay,
Same
okay.
thing.
So that's the accident. What if your daughter is an actual serial killer? Would you still take the fall?
No.
Like she craves death. Like
No, I can't take a crime. I can't take the fall for a crime that's too heinous for me to do.
Like you don't want. Wait, is it because you don't want people to think you're that, or is it because you just?
No, I just don't want. I just would want to. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't let them just go to jail. It depends. If they do something terrible, then yeah, I had nothing to do with that. They should just go to jail.
But
if
accident
it's like,
for sure.
if it's an accident or they got caught up in something, or if it was like a vehicular manslaughter, like something like that. Like we're leaving a Christmas party, we're both fine, but
Like hit and run, and they run away.
But I would like she killed someone in the car. I'm like, oh, this is gonna ruin her life.
Yeah.
I would like I'll jump in the driver's seat. And
Father of the year, Father. What would you do?
What? Okay, I want to ask one.
Okay, one more. Okay.
It's an accident. She kills somebody. Take the fall for it.
Yeah.
Then you find out.
Ooh.
Oh, and she's
In jail. She comes in and go. Clear your name. Oh, it's a good movie. Write it down.
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, he's so busy getting raped at this
To
point.
be honest, I think I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm probably just gonna work out and.
You'll have you have
my
no
word
anxiety. You'd be like, "This was the best thing for me."
I really just needed jail.
Yeah, I just needed
Some
jail
jail time.
just to like
Just
clear.
to sort my stuff
There
out.
was a fog in front of me, and I think jail cleared it. Okay,
Just
okay.
think about my stories, my Instagram stories
Oh, yeah.
from jail.
Are you allowed to Instagram?
don't
Okay,
know, are
so you're a good dad for doing this. I would
haven't
bury a
done
body. No, but like, hey, Logan comes to me, he's like, I hit a guy, and I go, like, got scared, ran away. I'm like, we're going to fucking get the body, and we're burying it.
But if they figured out it was one of you guys,
I take the
killed him,
blame. Yeah, I take the blame.
Then you take the blame.
Yeah, and like, would you? I feel like because your daughter's adopted, like if
There's more chance of this happening.
and her daughter's Mexican, so
double.
for sure crimes. Yeah. Okay. Like your daughter. Your daughter's like working, cleaning hotels, and a guy grabs her and she pushes him, and he falls and hits his head, and dies. Do you take that? You're there. You're dropping off empanadas or whatever, some Mexican food to her, and then you see, and you're like, oh, I can't believe this happened.
Try to cover it up
Mm-hmm.
to make it look like she didn't do anything. Would I take the fall for her?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would. It's all based on the relationship.
If you're like, this is finally some.
Yeah.
I get a break this kid.
I could see that. I could see that because it's like everything I know about jail. It does seem very calm in there. If you're not getting assaulted,
Yeah, not getting assaulted.
It
I think I
seems
could.
very calm.
A lot of people getting their degrees.
Yeah.
Finding God and stuff.
Well, that's a bad part of it. Yeah. Reading books like from cover to cover.
It's like a retreat.
I would go hardcore. Like if
Food's terrible.
Food's terrible?
That's what I hear.
Yeah. Actually, I did hear that too. Yeah.
That would be the tough part for me with the
But
food.
I can't believe how many consensual visits you can get from wives.
Conjugal?
Conjugal, yeah. Sorry, consensual, I said?
Yeah.
Conjugal.
And how many crazy women will bang a guy in jail.
So for
'Cause
me...
you don't have to have a date. You don't have to have a relationship with them.
No.
You go in and you can have a physical relationship, and then he's not like like owning your life and stuff like that. So like I can kind of see the allure for the girl, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, it's someone
get a
paying attention to
boyfriend.
them too, right?
But you don't have to have the obligation.
I think more than that, it's a sense of security for them because they know where he is and what he's doing.
Oh yeah, he's not going to cheat.
Because these are the women who've been cheated on before.
Do you think it's all that? Because you see.
Just developing a relationship. Developing a relationship.
I've seen I've seen every type of woman be that, like in those documentaries where they're like, how could you ever do this? At first I used to think, oh, it's just ugly women, but it's like, no, it's like, that makes more sense. A woman with trust issues, because that could be hot or ugly. It's like, that's crazy, man.
For whatever reason, they don't trust that they deserve.
Yeah.
Or keep or go.
Yeah. But imagine that it's like you get mostly hot chicks doing that, and you're like...
Yeah. You want to hear a story about a Hungarian boogeyman?
What do you mean, like a real... Like,
you know how, like, in different cultures they have the boogeyman, and it's to scare kids?
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't know so much about Hungary.
My wife's Hungarian, my mother's Hungarian.
Mm.
So there's a lot of Hungarians around me in my life.
Should this be called a segment? Welcome to Hungary.
Live from the Hungarian Hall, but there's already a Hungarian Hall.
All right.
In Delhi, but there's no Dutch.
The
Anyways.
Hungry Minute, brought to you by Pete Van Dyke.
So, you heard of, like, the boogeyman?
Yes.
Right? And I don't know, what's in other cultures? They have, like, these, like, El Gacho or something that'll get you in the night, It's always, like, usually a monster.
Like the golem or something?
Yeah.
The Jewish,
Well, in Hungary, the big thing is it's the copper-dicked owl. Copper-dicked owl.
Does it sound better in Hungarian?
In Hungarian, it's like... It's just a big, long bunch of noises. But it's translated into copper-dick owl.
Mm-hmm.
Copper-dicked owl. And it is an owl with a copper dick. And they say, you should have been taken by the copper-dick owl, is what they'll say. Like, and if you're
if you
bad...
in your room or something.
Yeah, if you're just, like, annoying somebody, like, if you were bothering me, I'd say, you should have been taken by the copper dick owl. And then, basically, where it comes from, as I come to find out, is that there's this, like, hook tool that they use in, like, abortions, and it's called a copper dick, because it looks like a dick, the hook thing or whatever, they hook out the baby. And then an owl was like a slang term a long time ago for a doctor. So that basically is a way of saying you should have been aborted. But then it got
morphed into this.
It got morphed into an actual owl with a copper dick, and now it's kind of like their boogeyman.
Your YouTube searches are so different than mine.
Isn't that crazy?
So different. Mine are like Cobra Kai bloopers.
Yeah.
Like yours are like Hungarian cock.
Folklore. Yeah.
Like
I like a little like trivia bullshit.
Greece financial crisis. Like you got completely different searches.
Yeah.
I look famous boobs.
You want to know? I did one about Greek mythology, and they were showing the god. You ever heard the god Hermes?
Yeah, Hermes. Yeah, fast. Yeah.
He's fast?
Yeah, is he not the fast one?
Maybe, but he's got the shoes with the wings on it, though.
Yeah, that's the fast one. That's
so
Flash.
That's why you'd think he's fast, but I don't think he's fast.
No, that's who Flash is based off of.
Oh, really, Hermes?
The look, yeah.
Okay, but anyways, Hermes. This is the coolest story. Hermes, his mom's named Maya, and his dad Zeus, and then when he was a baby, just a baby, Maya wrapped him in a blanket and put him in the crib. And then when she left, Hermes unwrapped himself, got out of the crib, walked miles and miles away to his brother Apollo's house, stole Apollo's cow, brought the cow back to his house, then wrapped himself in a blanket and went back to the crib to sleep.
That's country strong.
And then, Apollo comes and says to Maya, the mom, "Your new baby just came and stole my cow." And she's like, "What are you, out of your mind? It's a baby. A baby can't steal a cow." And he's like, "It's miles away, But Zeus saw the whole thing because he's a god.
Yeah.
And he just thought it was hilarious. And so he just told him to bring back the cow.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, "I like you, man. You're pretty cool." And he would just fuck with gods like that. Like all the stories about Hermes are usually him
like he's almost like Loki, like the trickster.
Yeah, but he only plays tricks on gods to benefit humans usually.
Because his dad's
he's on the side of the human,
like Hercules.
Yeah,
nice. Greek mythology is fun. Anyways, this has been brought to you by Luminosity.com.
The very earliest story in Greek mythology that I heard was when I think it's like the Earth and it's like Rhea and Uranus. It's kind of like the Earth and the sky, and then Earth and the sky meet and they fuck, and that makes the atmosphere or something like.
Yeah, because all the plants are named after.
Yeah, this isn't a planet. It's just all of space was Uranus then, not just the planet. They said like all of space.
Well, from what they knew, yeah.
And then all of land was this, and then they fucked and made the atmosphere. It's all bullshit,
like how
Joe.
Stupid were they?
It didn't happen.
Oh, I know that. I don't know.
Because the land's got no vagina.
I mean, the copper dick owl was more.
That's real, man.
Yeah.
That guy will get you. He's gonna hook you. But that's a real mean thing to say. Is that I wish you were aborted. Yeah, I wish like you were like conceived, but then never born.
Yeah, but have you ever broke down so hard and said something really mean like that to your kid?
Never, no.
Never, not even once.
No.
Well, you have girls. It's always different with girls.
I try not to be a name caller. I grew up.
Yeah.
I grew up.
Oh, you grew up probably, yeah.
Where that stuff was pretty.
But
that
did
was
you
pretty
have you ever done
freewheeling.
that with your daughter?
Never, and she's even from the age of 3, she has said some horrific things to me.
Oh, really?
Oh man.
Yeah,
what's it like?
because she is adopted.
Yeah. They're different.
At 3, she was already saying,
Gringo.
"You're not real."
Oh yeah, that hurts so hard. Yeah.
I wish her mother is dead. I wish Fanny never died. I wish I was with Fanny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Horrifying, and I just
Yo, how the?
Oh,
Dude,
that is.
I was saying that you're not a hero earlier. You're a fucking hero, bro.
Yeah.
Stronger than me, because you know what I would have done to that mouthy little Mexican? I would have sent her back home to wherever she came from and said, you know what? I'm waiting to get a Chinese one. You know what? 3 years old is old enough.
What part of Mexico did her mom live in? Pueblo. You can just take her there.
Yeah, drop her off somewhere. She's not helping with anything. No. You clean your own house.
It is funny.
What's the point?
I have a joke about her making beds.
Mm-hmm.
Just naturally. But the truth is, that joke came from reality. She makes
Yeah.
her bed every morning and has since she was a kid.
Just natural at it.
That's so weird. 3, she goes, I wish you were dead.
Oh, just vicious.
Do you think that came from, like, someone else?
No, I think that, like, she was possessed.
No, like, no, not.
What did you mean?
No, like, dad said it or something.
No.
Yeah.
No, I just think she is prone to rage.
Yeah, Mexicans still, yeah. Their blood is different up here.
Latin blood.
Yeah.
In no circumstances would I say anything that would prevent her from forming an attachment.
So what's your reply to I wish you were dead?
I'm sorry you're angry. I can see that you're upset. And I'm here for you when you're...
Typical white bullshit, eh?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, let's pretend that's your mom being told this. What's your mom's reply to this kid?
What, my mom?
Yeah. To like, I wish you were dead.
She'd probably get a nice swat across the face.
Yeah, like my mom would have broken every tooth, even though they're all brand new little ones. But
that's what they teach you when you adopt.
Well, we don't. Like I would do and have done exactly the same thing as you. You know, and I have older children now, and from time to time they still say terrible things.
Oh my! You know who never says terrible things to me?
But they do say
kids.
mostly nice things.
You know why? Smacks, bro. I smacked my kids.
Yeah.
Good smacks.
The only thing I did, and to be honest, I regret it, was I would do the church pinch.
Yeah.
You know, like
Wait,
behind
you
the arm.
regret that?
Yeah, I do. I don't think you should bully your kid physically.
How about this?
You should definitely bully your kid.
In the
Yeah.
States, there are some schools that offer corporal punishment.
Yeah.
The parent has to sign up for it.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let someone else do that to my son.
That's essentially what our.
No.
It was an
No.
imply.
That's what I always hated about. I've always thought that was stupid. Teachers, if it's not your kid, you're not allowed to touch the kid. that takes away so much more. Like, you hit the kid. It's your kid. No one else is allowed to touch your kid. You deal with it. And if you don't hit him, and they turn out. Never. I think it's wrong. I would hit my kid because I decide when my kid gets hit. You know what I mean? My kid starts playing episode 8 of Cobra Kai today. I'm on episode 3. I walk in that fucking room, bro. That fucking head went through that wall so quick. I said, no spoilers.
How old is your kid now?
He's 18.
Yeah, you can really go physical violence.
Physically,
yeah,
dude. And then I pulled his pants. I go, that dick never gonna get fucked. And then I walked out. Yeah.
Your kid's pretty big though, eh?
Yeah, but you know what it was? Mental abuse his whole life. Mentally torturing this kid. He'll never come up to me. You have to be prepared.
He hasn't stood up to you yet?
This is what happens
he
if you don't. No, if you don't. If I was Val, and every time my son did something, I go, well, you know, that's just too bad. I wish we were on the same page. My wife he would have already come in the room, punched me in the face, and then fuck my wife in front of me. That's what he would have done. How? No, he's not.
No, you're dead.
I hope.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I will never let that happen. My daughter might accidentally kill me. And I hope my wife buries the body. I hope my wife buries my body.
Fall,
yeah, it takes the fall.
She's a good mom.
You're right. Nothing you've said is not true.
That's right.
No, I don't think you should always hit your kid. I think there is a time and place for violence. There is a time and place for bullying someone. Come on, man. Or else they don't know. And you know what? Fuck this shit letting them have that much on you.
It's a moving scale. It's a moving scale,
I'm not saying every form of disrespect. He starts yelling at you at the grocery store. I'm not going to always hit him, but I'm going to not let every time he disrespects me to go unchecked. Maybe that one's unchecked, but the next time he goes disrespectful, I'm going to fucking check it hard. So it's don't be either physical threats or physical violence. Again, and I barely ever hit the kid. But I'm just saying, you need to keep the kid in check or else they fucking start going.
I think it doesn't matter if you take Val's way or your way.
Well, it depends on the kid, too, yeah.
Your kid's going to look at, for Val, her kid will be traumatized by the time where her mom didn't get mad, because she was emotionless.
Yeah.
She'll say she wishes she had more emotion from her mom. You know.
Yeah, because that was a cold bitch.
She left me she emotionally scarred me from not giving me the response that I craved.
You didn't care about me.
Yeah. And then if you give the response, then you're the rage and the anger scarred me from my.
Yeah, but then I won't hear them yipping about this because they're too scared. They'll say it behind my back. As it should be with fathers and sons. To the therapist, not on my watch. You think I'm going to let my son get... You think I'm going to let my son fix himself and I'm broken still? No. Wait in line, bro. If you're going to therapy, I'll go before you, so I'm fixed first.
I got to ask you, in your house, do you have food that's just Joe's food?
Yeah, and, my wife's pussy. No, it's all the same. No,
it's all the same. Everyone goes in and can eat it. You're
obviously.
They don't say, don't eat that. That's your dad's.
No, that's insane.
That's how I grew up. My dad had special.
Yeah, but there were different. Those were different rules back then. Yeah,
it's
weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it if any of that came through for you because you had European parents.
No, they were there's food 100%. No, there was no that's just. Dad's.
But was your dad treated like differently in your house?
King, yeah, he was the king of the castle.
Yeah, that was those days are gone. That's not realistic.
Yeah, but you know why? Don't hit our wives. You gotta keep your wives in check. I'm not saying every time your wife disrespects.
No, honestly, Joe, there is a direct correlation to when we stopped hitting them and when they started winning.
Yes.
And then
you know
it is
how
true.
It is. It's
and it is, and I'm not saying we should go back to hitting them. No. I'm just saying that we are inferior in every way, and that is why we had to hit them in order to maintain some advantage. The only advantage we had was physical. Mentally, we lose. They're more cunning, they're more intelligent,
and they have everything we want.
Yeah, they have the cards. They have everything. The deck is stacked against us. And then once they figured out a way to get us to stop hitting them, it was like game over, man. They're going to take over the world now.
No, I don't.
There's no way. I really wish that I could.
Theory, but I mean practice. I've never hit my wife.
I would never hit a woman.
But I have yelled at her. I've yelled at her a lot.
Closest I came to hitting a woman was I threw an orange pop can at my sister when I was a kid.
Well, that
it was
doesn't
a full
count.
pop.
It's your sister. You could full on punch her in the
full pop
face.
that hurt her.
Yeah, but you could full on punch your sister in the face.
No, not your sister. I could punch her in my face until I was like she was older than me, and if I was physically dominated by her, I could still punch her. But as soon as it became even close, I had to stop. Yeah, that can't happen. But I would never punch my sister because I love her too much.
Like my sister tried to tell me like I couldn't kiss the baby because I had a cold sore, and I punched my sister in the face. I say, when I'm here, I make the rules.
My little sister punched my brother in the face all the time and bloodied his nose and bloodied his lip, and my mom would always just say, "You probably deserved it."
Yeah.
It was a pretty violent
it's
household.
very violent.
Yeah, I didn't know that. You just you tell stories about all this crazy violence you see growing up, and you think it's normal, and then I'm almost telling it like it's a cool story, and then my kids are like, "Did you tell your therapist that?" I'm like,
It's not only violent, but then your dad's like has his own stash of food he's eating while you guys are beating the fuck out of each other. Like,
no, not me. I was like, my kids do though. Like my wife will tell me like, "Don't eat this. This is just for the kids." And
actually, I have that too, like the granola bars, because like that's for the lunch or something.
Oh, like even we make broccoli for supper, steamed broccoli. Sometimes my wife will say, "There's not enough for everyone. Yeah. This is just for the kids, so you don't."
Well,
get
that makes sense too, though.
And then other times, she's like, "You can have a little bit, but make sure there's enough for the kids because they really like broccoli."
Yeah, but that's normal.
Then I know because I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm just saying because I want them to have it too. It's just that when I was a kid,
your dad would.
I didn't get it because he got it, and then now I'm an adult and they get it and I don't get it. It's like, when does it get to be my time to eat the special food?
Prison
Yeah.
broccoli.
I want prison broccoli.
No, that stuff is like, that makes sense because like I do it now. Like you do like plates of pasta. I'm like, I ran out of pasta. I'll get the little one that has less food in it.
Yeah,
I bet that's like a normal parent thing. Wow.
Oh,
you know what?
She called you fat.
I know. You know why? Because I've always been nice to her. I got to keep her in check. I've never physically hit you. I mean to you all the time. Oh my God! I just call him like I see
before
him.
the show.
I was nagging her.
It's a move.
I swear I said, you look really good today before we started the show.
I don't remember.
And then you started with you were a master.
You were beautiful on the inside. I think it was recorded. Beautiful on the inside.
Wow, good memory elephant over here.
And then you said,
"You're right. I have been mean to you the whole time. I wasn't mean to you on the way up here, just in front of other people."
No, you held hands and did this little thing.
We held hands and we did this thing. Yeah, I'm always mean to you in front of an audience. They go, "Why did she put up with him?" Right. And you're like, "He's really nice." No, he's not. Aren't you mean to women outside?
No. I'm scared of women.
Why are you so scared of them?
Because I don't know how to behave around them.
You have your dick out right now. That's wwhy you got scared when I walked in.
No, I pretend Val's like, dude, I have since I met her.
That's why you're surprised her boobs were D's? You're like, what?
I didn't know you had boobs.
D's? D's?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to act around girls because I honestly don't.
Because you married the first person you fucked?
Well, I just don't care. I've had a girl for so long that I don't see a difference between guys and girls really like as far as like the way I'm going to act. And then but it's the girl's reaction that's different. Mm-hmm. You know, like if I just act normal around a girl I just met sometimes, she thinks something different. Like I don't know. It's like weird. Or especially young girls. Like if I meet a young comic and I just introduce myself, she always thinks I'm hitting on her, and I'm not at all. So then I just don't want her to think that about me, so I don't even talk to them.
That's why whenever I meet a young comic, I always grab their hands, I just massage it, and I move their hair, and I go, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. No one thinks that's creepy, man. I got that dad shit going on.
All right, I want to know. I got an experiment. Can I try an experiment?
All right.
Okay. No, it's not too far off. Okay, Oh, okay, I want to hold your hand.
Yeah.
Just for a second. Do what you did with Val.
Oh.
Okay.
What?
I just want to feel what it feel like for her.
Yeah. It's just like.
So this is in the car?
No, it's just she's driving.
Okay, yeah.
So she's driving. Okay, so you do it to me.
I'm doing it to you.
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah. No, the back of my hand, not the fingers.
How do you do it? Oh, like this?
No, you hold my hand. Hold my hand. Like that right there. Now
okay.
yeah.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. And she's like, what road is he on? 53?
Okay, but I have to be you, though, so that you do it. So you do it to me.
All right. So I'm like.
Okay, I want to, because I watched you do it to Val.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know at what point I would have the same reaction that she did.
I'll tell you what point. When she started to get wet. That's what.
Oh, yeah.
Did you start getting hard?
No, but it does.
Did you start getting hard?
No, it gross.
I go like.
It's gross though. It grosses me out a bit. Wait. Oh, I want to. Oh yeah, it's so.
I think as soon as
he's like rough, eh? Like it's not that your hands are rough. It's that you're.
I'm letting you know who's in charge. You know what I mean? I'm letting you know who's in charge. I'm like, listen.
Here, let me just grab your hand, and I'll show you. See, if I was, I would be more like this. It's lighter than Joe. It goes like this.
Yeah, but I know pressure points. I know that this vein's connected to the clitoris.
It hurts, right? He's doing it too rough. Did you do it that way to her too?
I think because my fingers are like rough. Look at the calluses. You don't know what these are, but country.
I was thinking. I held both your hands right there, and the original experiment was see who would be more uncomfortable. Me holding the hands with
you. It was
you.
her for sure. You're more.
It was more uncomfortable.
Yeah, because you don't think women are the same as you.
No, it's because there's like more like dynamics to it. You know, like it's like
it's just hand holding, just like it was with me.
I know, but I'm not. I know. There's 0% chance of me ever banging you, Joe.
Is there really though? Everything's gonna be okay.
This is not possible.
Yeah, but there's 0% chance Val's fucking you.
Well, no.
Let me I tell everyone this.
I hope so.
0% chance Val's fucking you, bro.
That's what you hope.
Yeah.
But you go.
You know why? Because, you know, she's unfuckable, bro.
No,
it goes to levels.
No, I hope you don't try because it's hard to say no. Like it's like
it's hard to say no.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to say no to. You
say no.
You know that's why I get nervous if a good-looking girl comes around because you're like if she hits on you, you could fuck up and say yes, and then you ruin your whole life.
How?
But if an ugly girl is hitting on you, it's funny because you're like, there's no way I'm going to.
Yeah, but that's the one most likely that you'll sleep with. That will sleep with you.
I know that's why you're not going to do it. It's too easy. You want to go. It would have to be something good.
Sorry, I didn't know you're this awesome.
You're not going to
too easy.
Well, you're not going to give up. You're not going to ruin your life for like a terrible.
Yeah, but your life gets
person.
ruined if your wife cares. If your wife doesn't love you, then you're fine.
So first step,
make your wife
not
love you. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
And then if you know,
actually, I think I'm working on that.
All right, good. That's.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for years. My wife doesn't care. This beautiful woman here, as my doctor would say about me, this specimen comes to pick me up with a smile, and my wife happily says goodbye to me and says, "Have a great time."
Yeah, because she has no confidence in your ability.
She wants me to leave.
But also, she knows Val.
She knows Val would never touch me, but I feel like that's a lie, so my wife doesn't get mad at her. I feel like Val, how many times do you think about marrying me? being married to me. Do you think we would? Do you think? I mean, you don't have to follow me right after I'm done. Do you do that at home with your man? You just follow him. Do you think we would be a good couple? Like, do you think we would? How long do you think we would date if we start dating? Let's say you had a horrific car accident and you didn't look the way you looked, and you were like my level, okay? Say it to the camera, yeah. Aww. Like to people I love. So you think we're gonna fall in love? You think we'd fall in love? I
used to think it was like there's only one person.
There's so many.
But there's so many.
If your heart's big like mine, you can love multiple people.
Yeah. Like I think that there's tons of people you can have the
Coitus?
Soulmate with or whatever.
Oh, yeah, no, this is being serious, yeah.
I thought about it. I thought there have been times when I thought, I have such a good time with this person doing such and such. This person's great in this way. If I could just have them all in my life, and then all my needs are met.
Yeah.
But I think it's complicated. I can't imagine having to deal with the complications.
Yeah.
Drama and the feelings. Now you have to deal with the feelings.
No, like you can still just that. It's the sex that always becomes a problem because that changes everything.
No, but you can.
But no sex, and then you just do like if you just have sex with the one, and then this person gives you like your like my biggest. I don't really want to ever cheat on my wife, but I do want to have pillow talk with someone else. But just the pillow talk.
Everyone knows
that would be cool.
The wife, the work wife thing. I think that's a real thing because we all want, like, our wife at home doesn't serve us. I mean, I don't mean serve, but like doesn't like give us what we need at work. So we have a work wife. This is like a normal term people use, right? And so I don't think that's cheating, but they're getting something other than they're getting more from a woman that's not their wife or their soulmate. So it's like you can be in love with multiple people. Like you could say they're in love with that work wife. That's like a normal thing, the work wife, work husband.
Yeah.
And
but you love your friends.
Yeah, but I mean specifically your romantic partner. It's like my soulmate. Yeah. But you can have a soulmate and also have another soulmate.
Yeah.
Like the soulmate thing is so.
But like you and Sherry are good friends.
Yeah, well, we were until she had a boyfriend.
She has a boyfriend now.
Yeah, now I'm like yesterday's news.
That's sad.
Yeah. Oh, I mean that was that's how it's supposed to be.
But anyways,
I'm the love doctor.
You've had a lot of friends that have been women that have been close friends of yours, and
I only fucked like 8 of them.
But your wife is like, your wife's understanding.
She's understanding again. Yeah, I don't know, man. It is weird. I like being friends with women because. I feel like most of the time I'm too guarded, and going back to being vulnerable, I am very, very comfortable being vulnerable in front of a woman. I'm not comfortable being vulnerable in front of men. Like at work, we can't even take compliments from each other because it feels weird. Like when you give me a compliment, I could take it and ingest it, but it's like if they're like, "Oh, that's a good job," and I just go, "Because you're gay," and then it's like. Can't even take the compliment because I feel weird being that vulnerable.
Is it because of your strained relationship with your father, Joe?
And it might be, but I'm like, I've just always felt more
afraid to open up your heart to another man. Is that what it is?
It could be because me and my father were never that emotional. Like I've talked more to you in the last 5 years. I mean,
and you say you always see me as more of a woman, don't you, Joe?
Okay, Oprah. No, I mean, it does speak to my how I was raised for sure, that I'm more comfortable. I think that's why I probably fell in love with my wife, because that was like my first real relationship with a woman, and I felt so comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Like I felt like I could do like shit, asshole Joe, funny Joe, and like sensitive Joe in front of her.
Oh, yeah?
Instead of like being just two Joes in front of you.
I have a totally different upbringing, because my parents, for whatever reason, all their friends, they all had kids that were girls. So I grew up with all the kids that I grew up with were girls, that were my age. And then, we had, it was always me and a bunch of girls. And then, so I never really, I always just had friends that were girls. I never
had that.
And I never, it was never a big deal to me. That's why I think I still don't really think that way. I don't have this. I really don't know when a woman is hitting on me.
So then why are you so uncomfortable with her?
Because I don't know when a woman's hitting on me ever.
So then all the women.
Even if a woman isn't hitting on me, then I don't Then I would still have to be wondering if she is, because I don't know ever.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense, because you're uncomfortable with women, but you're comfortable because you grew up with them. Why?
No, I don't know how to act in front
but you did your whole life.
No, I have friends, good
but
friends.
She's your friend.
I know. I don't have a problem with Val. I'm just saying if Val was a stranger or something, I don't know why we didn't have a problem getting to know each other. But
you're both so handsome.
Maybe because they're older. Because she was older. I met a girl at a show Brendan put me on, and she's from Niagara or something like that. Me and her hit it off that night. We talked forever, and then and Dan's like, man, I'm glad to see you're having a good time tonight, Pete. And she goes, why is he talking to you like that? And I'm like, because I'm always a grump. Because I'm always a grump, and he doesn't see me like being talkative to people.
Brennan. Is that what she said?
You know. And then she goes, but she goes, she never knew it, but because I was in a good mood that night. But so it's just more maybe it's just my mental illness that makes me have problems with social anxiety. I don't know. I just know I've never been good with women. I never tried to be good with women, and I've never played that game. I never hit on a girl in my life. They've always hit on me, and that's just how it's been. Jane picked me up.
So how pathetic as a woman do you look at us when we talk like this? Like these poor guys don't even know how to talk to women.
I get it, because sometimes I can have a really great conversation, fun, intellectual or silly or whatever kind of conversation I'm having that I'm really enjoying with a man, and then suddenly I'll find myself in a situation that now I've got to deal with, because I can sense that fun conversation
Was a setup.
And I was enjoying it. I was enjoying the moment. Now I'm resentful that you just ruined it.
Made it horny.
I'm in this conversation, sleep with you. I was just enjoying it. So I understand what you mean, because I find myself backing away from conversations with men all the time.
Yeah, I would never. Yeah, and I don't want to be that guy. You know, like when I hear you tell that story, I'm like, oh, geez, I don't even want to give off that vibe, you know, like that I'm doing that, because I don't want to be that guy. Like, but girls mistake things that I'm doing like for that, like, as though I'm heading that way, but I'm not.
That's
like,
why
I never am. Never, even when I was like cool with it, I was never trying.
Probably like I kind of do like having solid female friends that I'm like, yeah, they're comfortable enough to be like normal and not go, oh, he's got to try and fuck me tonight. It's like, it's nice, but it's like, I don't know, it's like a vicious circle of like, but that's how you get to like a girl, is getting to know them and laughing with them. So it's like that stupid lizard programming in your head where it's like, but that's what I want to feel around a woman. It's like, you know what I mean? I can laugh, and like you said, like me and you can laugh all night and not once worry about trying to bang each other.
Like, I don't want someone to want to have sex with me. I want someone to find my stories interesting.
Well, no one finds your stories interesting.
I know, but definitely not my wife. You know,
like, listen, there's one listener.
Hey, can I tell you about that owl again?
Yeah. hey, let me tell you about that owl.
Hey, Val's got a story about what they use in the glass for the what?
Metamucil? Oh, God, I love hearing that.
Oh, the Metamucil, and you swirl it around? It's actually vodka. Is that true?
So when you tell that story to someone and they laugh, dude, I think that's a good way to know a man's going to not want to fuck you. So when you make sure every time you meet a new man, like just a regular guy, you tell that story right away. If they're still joking around with you and laughing with you, they don't want to fuck you. Because that story... We've already told the story 100 times.
No, I don't think we ever have.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
I just told it quickly. Is it Metamucil?
Yes. The Metamucil commercial.
I want to hear it. I forget it. I try to retell this.
Let me check my phone.
And they swirl it around with a spoon.
Stirring the Metamucil in the glass. But guess what? It's not water.
It's vodka.
It's pure, the glass of pure vodka.
And Metamucil.
And Metamucil.
Yeah.
So it smells like a really, really healthy screwdriver.
Oh.
Because the water makes bubbles that are not pretty on camera.
And vodka doesn't.
Bubbleless.
I actually see.
This is what you.
This is.
She just put on another class. If you told stories like that about that stupid owl to your wife with that, I've heard that story 1,000 times. She looks the same. She would love your stories. She sells it.
I like that.
When you tell, you were like, oh, and then it means in Hungarian. I checked out 3 times during your story. I know every word to that story because she sells it.
A boogeyman with a copper dick was funny.
Val, you tell that story now about the boogeyman. Tell us a story about the boogeyman.
No, she's got her own stories.
Because it's an abortion doctor out.
Yeah, it's an abortion doctor, Dick.
See? You know why she doesn't know? She
tuned out.
checked the fuck out of that conversation.
I know, I'm telling you.
I was staring at you going,
I'm off.
Every time you tell a bad story, you'll be like, it was these meds.
I don't know.
Now he's going to hit me in the face. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, so.
No, those will just make me sad. I'm not going to hit you. It just makes me sad because it's like, it's just, that's what I think about myself in the inside. And I'm like, yeah, he's right. I suck.
See, that's how guys are. If you were Val, I'd be like, no, you don't suck. I suck. You don't suck. Because I'd want to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have this, like women have this thing with, they don't know. How do you know then when to like continue on and be like when do you decide that you're interested? Like, what's the difference between laughing with me for like, you know, we laugh all the time together, be number one. I know the reason. I have a 4-inch dick. I'm ugly and I'm married. That's probably another reason why. It's like, but like another guy, you're just like, you know what? I do want him to feel this way about me.
Well, my physical proximity will give it away.
So you just not you let your body you just decide, yeah, I kind of like this.
I will allow myself.
Yeah. Because we're triggered into thinking you like us, women, by this. Because as soon as a woman starts going, oh, that's such a good story,
I don't know that I do anything that.
If you put your leg on a guy's leg like this, and you don't pull it away,
that means you like us.
That's what I heard too.
No, it's true. If you go, if we,
that's true.
Yeah, if you
I really hate it.
Physical contact. Yeah. Yeah. But if you do that to me, I think you like me. So if you go, dear, or you go, that's hilarious, as soon as you touch me, to me, that means a girl likes you. Unless it's a waitress, then all those rules are out the window because that's a different interaction with a woman.
My face will do something different.
Like you'll actually change?
My face will be different.
You should have done that when we shot the movie. Do a different face instead of the same one.
Do you know if
my mother just died?
This
Yeah. I've never seen that face before.
you're funny.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. But this face?
Yeah. See, do your regular face that you do everywhere. Okay, Val, we need you to be more sad. You're like, okay. Val, you need to be happy. Okay. Award-winning right here. Award-winning actress.
Lead actress.
Lead actress, producer, story, everything. This act the shit out of this right now.
No, I don't believe it.
We're all just getting really.
Joe wasn't even allowed in the movie.
I'm not saying you're bad. I'm joking. Now you're like getting like super sensitive.
Joe.
Great. Now I'm gonna have to hear this all. She's gonna like be, oh, you think I'm a terrible actress? Well, I was joking. I think you're a great actress.
Watch the horror movie.
Like me.
Watch the horror movie that Joe was in.
Yeah, it was awesome, amazing. I'm amazing. She was there. She was filming it.
You were there for that?
Yeah, she was there.
I still don't get what happened in that. I don't know what that whole movie's about.
It was about me killing a black man.
Oh, my God, you're right.
Yeah, of course I signed up for that. Dream come true.
You just got some Murder Moses?
It was very racist.
I never understood it. What was your motive?
The motive is because he abandoned his family like most of the African Americans I know. Put that in the CBC, bro. No, it was a guy who has troubles with his wife. Relatable. And so he thinks a way to solve his troubles is to buy a house. Relatable. Or a church. Relatable. And then he goes to fix it, but little does he know, there was another man who also had troubles with his wife, who bought that same house years ago, but died trying to fix the house.
What are we talking about?
Oh, wow! Callback.
I need to reply.
Oh. Oh, yeah, we'll wrap it up. Yeah, well, that's it.
You just broke forth. You have problems?
This message is waiting for me to respond.
Yeah.
No. Just say we'll just wrap it up. I had no idea.
10:30.
Yeah. Let's just wrap it up. No, I'm sorry.
Mm.
Again, we got a little time away from us there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna mix in the feedback and theme songs and all that stuff.
Nice.
At the beginning.
Are you gonna also edit out all the stories you told?
I'll probably edit out most of them. Yeah. I do feel like actually this one and the last show too has just sucked.
No, you were good, man. You were good.
I know I'm off though.
Yeah, you're off. Yeah, you're off.
That's something. Anyways, maybe not. Maybe I was fantastic. It's so gross, man. It does get to the point where it makes me nauseous. Like it really does. You touch my leg and
this one, the back.
That one feels comforting, to be honest. Yeah. I like it. I wish my wife would do that. Actually, that'd be nice.
You're stiff, bro. Good, great massage. You're so stiff.
I can't do this, but I can't believe I'm letting you do this much. I'm
a friend. I'm a friend.
Actually, this is really nice.
I'm a friend. I'm here to help you.
I used to be way more homophobic that I wouldn't let dudes do this, but this actually feels all right. All right, guys, that's our show. Thanks to Val and Joe for coming in. And we're going to get Val back to her fight. And you know how to support us. Give us a piece of feedback, whatever, at livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com or thedutchhall@gmail.com, Instagram, Twitter. Support our Patreon, blah, blah, blah. Go to Clean Flow and check out all their great products. Until next week, we'll see you on T. See you next Thursday.
No, we're done. It's done.
Okay. You could.
You can let us know. It's fine.
No.